Yes, indeed. Good evening. Yes, as one door closes on one day special, another one is about to begin. And I'm going to put it out there now. I think this is going to be busy. Angela's here. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. It's good to be back.
I know. The first time working together, myself and you.
I know.
I'm very excited about this.
I was thinking you were like the new kid, but you're not really now.
Well, let's go with the new kid. Then if anything happens, I can blame that. There's a lot on social media at the moment about it. I've been watching it over the last couple of weeks, liking, tweeting, retweeting as well, and liking and sharing it on my own social media as well. It is amazing. But before we go into your detail, the details are on the screen at the moment. What is your background? How did you get into the wonderful world of craft?
So I've worked for the card making magazines for years. I was a commissioning editor, and it's something I love. It's my passion, and I decided it was difficult to break away from that because it was a job I did love, but this is even better. I'm getting to design for our own brand, and yeah, it's fantastic. And the feedback from crafters as well, that's what makes it really special for me.
It is amazing. And they're very good at giving feedback as well. Oh, they're good. They're very good, and you know what you like, and you're already loving this one day special already. So right then, let's get down to the nitty gritty. What are we getting? We are getting an awful lot.
This is our brand new slot and spin vintage frames die set, and this is all the dies you get in it. And the idea is that you cut frames, all solid panels, you can connect them to the apertures and it spins. And it's got this that's a particularly fancy one you've picked up there, because I've changed the angles. So you'll notice I've lined them up, which I'll explain. There's little arrows here.
Yep.
So if you want to make a card which spins like this, you can line them up.
We bring
there
we go. So you can line them up, so you can now do this in your own home.
These tabs here, or you can move them and you can get a sort of globe. You can change the angles. There's so much you can do. You can mix. They've got a fancy frame here as an aperture. You could have the circle one. You can mix and match. You can change the widths. You can have solid panels.
So you're getting and that's only one element. So far there are. You're getting a whole set. Look at the dies that you're getting on there. There is so much. So you're getting your main dies, you're getting your apertures on there as well.
Yes, so if you use these together, you can cut a frame, or if you use this on its own, it's a solid panel, and you can change the size. So you can make big cards, small cards, different size apertures. It's great.
So one thing on that, you haven't got to buy different sets. You're getting all the dies that you need to create everything you need.
And it comes on a magnetic storage sheet as well.
I like this.
Photographic instructions as well, because we know you like that.
So you get full instructions. It comes on a magnetic sheet, so you're never going to lose the dies that you get in there. You're getting all the dies, and then you've already thrown in. So these are what the dies cut out like.
So this is a very good visual of what you can do. This is the skinny dies, I call them.
Okay.
These are the narrowest dies that you can cut. And I do recommend cutting sort of sturdy cardstock. Nothing thinner than about 250, and our 300 GSM card pack is perfect. And this is the solid panel, so you can see this is the frame, and that's the solid version of this one. So you just haven't used the inner die, so you can cut these and you can cut those, and then if you go to the next board.
And then, there's more.
So you don't just have to have the plain circles on the inside, you can have the lovely patterns on the inside, or you can change the widths and combined with our stamps as well.
So you can now change the widths, you can change the size, you can change the angles, and then you've also given us the stamps that correspond with the circles that you've already got.
Yes.
Oh my word, so this is all the stamps we're getting now.
Yes. This is so bumper. Look at those stamps.
Look how many you're getting. So you're getting things like background stamps, I'm guessing.
This is lovely for framing and for flourishes and corner details. We've called it Vintage Treasures. It really is a treasure trove of and greetings. I love the You Make My World spin because it's so nice.
It in the world.
And then you've got the circular greetings that you can stamp around your frames like this, and just finishing touches as well.
And it really does that. It takes your card to that next level. What would be a stunning card already, then you'd have to go home and use your normal stamps and see if they fit into your circles. You took all the hard work out because these fit perfectly with the dies that you've given us.
Yes, and we really wanted value for money with this stamp set, and that's why we've just packed with every available space is just filled with photopolymer. There
really is. But then, that's not it. So not only are you getting dies, you're also getting a set of stamps, which would think, that'd be beautiful already for £36.98 across 2 flexible payments. I'm there, I'm sold. Oh no, And I've got one better. One better. You give us a set of stencils.
Oh, we're so excited about this. This is our first ever stencils, and they're fantastic. It's quite a sturdy stencil as well. Vintage lace doily and vintage flourishes, and they are great. I'm fairly new to stenciling, and
Okay.
I know, so about a couple of months, but I'm ink blending, sprays, texture paste, these are fantastic.
So they will take all your mediums. Then, so you've got your dies. You've got all your dies at all the different sizes that you'll ever need to make all these cards. You've then given us the stamps that fit perfectly within the circles, within the dies, to make the dies look like globes if you want them to stand out alone, like you can see here at the moment. You've also thrown in stencils in there. Now with our stencils we can create the backgrounds for the cards. So we're halfway there really. All we need to now do is go home and find the card. But you've also given us the card as well. 300 GSM 24 double-sided sheets. This is beautiful card as well.
Shall I flick through it?
Yes, please do.
So these are gorgeous misty
Look at these.
colour blends, and the inks on top of these, great. Metallic embossing, oh my goodness. So copper, brass, gold, silver. It goes with all of it.
Just look at the colours you're going to... Now, it's made in the United Kingdom as well, which is amazing as well. So it's all kept in the United Kingdom. But look at the colourways you've got on here. And this is just one sheet. Now, as we said, it's 300 GSMs. You need a good quality card to make them stand, to make them spin.
So you want your frames to be fairly sturdy. What I would say, there's 3 sheets of each of these, and I have sent at least 3 packs to each of my design team because we can't stop using it. So if you love it, then I would definitely, you might want more.
Now remember, you can buy them individually as well. Everything that I've just shown you, you can buy individually. So if you want the dies on their own, feel free. The dies are there. If you want the stamps on their own, please feel free. If you want the paper on its own, it's available individual. The card, I mean, if you want the card. Or if you want the stencils as well, you can get them on their own as well. But if I was you, the complete kit is currently on your screen at the moment. 2 flexible payments of £36.98 will get you everything you need. Everything you need to start creating. As I said, I would pick up the most trickiest one here. But everything you need to start creating the beauty. Look at these.
That'd be a great card for men, wouldn't it?
It would. Quite vintage that you can get on there as well.
So that's heat embossing on the frame with the chunky metallic heat embossings that WOW do, and that is fantastic.
It is beautiful, but then
You're drawn to that one,
I was going
aren't
to save
you?
this till later, but look at this. So now, by changing the angle of the cards, you can now create globes that are in there as well. And just so you can see, they are all freestanding in there. I know, I'm just like you. I want to go down to demo as well. Should we do it? Jump to the website. Jump to the website and tap the app. Everything is on there. You can also go on the website as well and buy individually if you want as well. So the dies are individual, £26.99. The stamps, there's loads of people going for those dies individually as well. I have a funny feeling, remember, this is a 2-hour launch show. I have this gut feeling at the bottom of my stomach. I have this little funny feeling. I think things are going to sell out individually, which means that you're going to have to go everything for the kit. I'm just saying it out there. It may not. I'm just saying what I feel. It's what I'm feeling. 10% of the large bundle has already gone. Oh, I'm getting all excited. Oh, look at me. I'm getting all giddy. It'll all be dispatched on the 2nd of March. So there's a week extended delivery on this. That's everything you're getting. I'm going to be quiet now and compose myself while we watch this be made. I'm getting all excited, all excited.
I'm excited. Do you know, it was lovely talking about the products because it takes us months to develop them, and we're really proud of them. And yeah, no, it's great. So I'm going to make a card and show you how the pieces connect together and how simple it is. Really. So this is a lovely sheet from our Enchanted Mist. And I've just made a card blank, as you can see. What I love about this is that just by folding the card and trimming it into a square, you've got the pink and the blue. Really nice. I'm going to use this giant stamp from this set.
Now these are from the stamp set. Once again, you're getting this in the giant kit as well. Oh, and they fit perfectly. Look at that.
So I have been using this to stamp smaller cards where it goes off the edge, and I've also been using it to create decorative borders as well. It's great.
These sort of do lend themselves to a stamping platform as well, don't they? They sort of...
They do. Now, these stamps are all hand-drawn.
Are they?
Yes, so I drew them, and I deliberately gave them a sketchy vintage look, because that's what I wanted for this set. I can't take all the credit because obviously my hand-drawn artwork does need to be converted. So Beth and Katie, thank you very much. And also beautiful packaging.
It is stunning.
So this is the Distress Ink Sponge Sugar. So I'll just cover that. It's actually my working stamp set. You'll see it, they're a little bit inky. I've been making so many samples with them. So, let's get extra push because it's live TV and you do worry.
Yeah, this is true.
There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, excuse me.
That's okay. So what I love about the stamping platform is if it doesn't come out perfect, because this is a distressing, so if you want a crisp image, then use a dye or an archive ink or something like that. There we go. So just move that away. And I'm going to blast this with the heat gun, and then I'm going to die cut the aperture.
Okay. I'll tidy up.
Oh, thank you.
Right, so I'm one of these. Otherwise, it'll annoy me for 2 hours if it's slightly skew on a page.
Oh, Adam, I think you're going to be very handy. I'm suddenly really pleased we're working together for 2 hours. Have you been fully trained in embossing powder?
Oh, I can put that back in.
The pot?
No, I can do all that.
You?
Yes, I've learned that the hard way.
These are the hard way.
Yeah, I had to do it for Phil Martin once.
What?
Oh, it's a long old story.
Why was it that?
You didn't get any on the floor. I was petrified. My hands were shaking and everything. My hands were shaking, my knees were weak.
Is Phil a neat crafter?
You look like a neat crafter, though. Oh, that was going to be my next question. Are you a messy crafter or not? I'd like to know this about the person when we first meet.
So, I know it's quite telling, isn't it? I am a messy crafter.
Oh, are you?
Yes, and I get to the point where I have layers. I take over the whole dining room table. And I lose things, like such as my phone. I almost had to email someone to say, can you call my phone? Because it was under so many layers of...
See, I don't see that. I don't see you a messy crafter, you see.
And also, you'll notice as I do my demos, I drift off of the... it's just, you just think...
No, that's good. We're a good team here because I drift as well. Oh!
So I'm just having a nice time crafting and forgetting to tell you all what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So, there'll be emails soon to tell us to get back on track.
If there's anything I don't go through, then please let me know, and I'll be happy to show you anything from this set. So this is the largest aperture, and there are arrows here, and it will help you just line everything up. And you see there. So I want a vertical twist card, so I'm going to just position that there, and I'm going to put some washi tape on the inside. I use a low tack tape anyway, but if in doubt, put it on the waist area of your card rather than the outside.
Okay.
Just in case, sometimes even if you put the tape on your clothes and you can remove some of the adhesive, sometimes it can tear your cards.
We've had a lovely email in from Heather. Good evening, Heather. Thank you for watching. What another amazing, fabulous concept.
Thank you so
Love
much,
everything
Heather.
you do. Ah.
We're so proud of our products, and yeah, a lot of hard work goes into them, and it means so much. Like if the other crafters enjoy using them, I feel like I'm doing my job.
Oh, that is true. That is good.
It also spurs us on to do another collection, so that's great. Now, because I think you all want to know how these connect, I've pre-die cut some pieces.
Okay.
Let's get a scrap piece of paper. Now, earlier, before we started, I was explaining to Adam that you can change the widths.
Yeah, we did that just before we were coming on air.
Yeah, I was saying, it's a real mix and match set. So I'm just going to pull the pieces that I've used here. Ooh. So when you get your set,
it makes more sense.
so
now.
you could use these two together, and that would make a sort of skinny die, or you can just downsize to. You could go smaller than that. And it would still.
This would stay in your card, and that.
So that cuts the inner width. So I wanted a wider width because I'm going to use the stamps in a minute. So that's how I created those, and also these. Look at these This is all from the card pack.
Remember, you get this card pack as well. You are getting that beautiful 300 GSM card pack. You're getting 24 double-sided A4 gradient sheets in there. 8 designs is what you're getting, 300 GSM, but you can get more if you want to as well. Jump to the website, or it's at the bottom of the screen as well for you. 378290 is your item number, $11.99. And these are not one per customer. You can go for as many as you want. So if you want a few of these, because they are beautiful, absolutely stunning. This would be one of those card packs that you'd get home and go, actually, I'll leave that. I'll use my old stuff.
So I'm going to confess.
Go on.
Well, I know this is really bad. Rich, straight from the printers, he dropped a huge box of card packs right by my crafting desk. Like I'm talking, I don't know how many were in there, maybe 24. And I've just been dipping into them.
Just using.
I know. And my demos, I've forced myself to use different colour schemes because you do have your favourites, but there's only there's 3 because it's such a thick card.
It is.
And then you think, oh, I really love that. And then you start to try different inks with them. And then as soon as you get onto the metallics as well, it just takes it to a new level.
Does it go through to, what's the core colour? Is the core colour white?
White.
White,
It's it's a premium white, yeah.
Beautiful. I like these stamps as well, the way they match perfectly.
So I'm spinning this around. After testing our sort of version 1, I asked Katie if we could change the cutting guide, and there's a little notch. And it's just so that, you know, when you're just spinning around, just so if you line that up with the slot of your frame, that notch there, and then the greetings, because there's motifs, and the greetings rotate all the way around. So instead of trying to work out from your stamp where to
you've already done the hard work
again.
Yeah,
just by that little notch.
You see. The minute you get these home, the minute you can start playing, all you really need is ink and a die machine. That's it.
Yeah, it's
You're good to go.
I can't wait to show you what the design team have made as well.
Because you don't really... Well, I'm guessing, I don't know if I'm jumping ahead of myself here, but you don't need glue to stick these together because they use the rivets at the top, the little connectors, so you haven't even got to glue them together.
So you literally just connect them together, and then look at that.
Oh, look how crisp
so
that is.
Nice. So that is a chocolate chip dye ink, actually, and it just really offsets the pastels really nice. So I'm going to just move this aside.
We're very busy across the board now for this complete collection. 151198 is your item number. We're approaching 20% of the large collection now, £73.95. And I know we say it, but we had a vast amount of these because we knew they were going to be busy. They're brand new today, never been seen before. Brand new for Hochanda, and we're nearly 20% of the stock has gone in 17 minutes.
Come off with the cross. Here we go. That is a tiny little heart. Look, this is so small, but it's the little details.
And you have really filled that stamp with the biggest and the smallest of stamps. You've not wasted any space on there.
No. Katie's a magician when it comes to filling things in. So I've actually, if I turn these over, you can see, just to save a bit of time, I've inked the other side. Now we say this in the instructions because the notches fit perfectly, and they have to, so that they lock together and they don't fall out. Because the smaller you go, the more you're going to have to sort of flex that card. Start with the smaller ones first, connecting them. I'll do it more slowly for this one. Okay. So in this notch here, and I'm just going to tuck that in there. There we go. And again at the bottom. And what's so great, we said about not gluing them. If you decide when you finish your card, I wish I'd made that metallic or maybe a different colour, you just disconnect them.
Look at that.
And then the frame that you cut, and this is where you want that 300 GSM.
Oh
So
my word.
It folds flat for pasting, and then might have to hold it up. I'm going to hold it up.
And then the magic. Look at that. So now you've got the depth, you've got the beauty in there as well. And you could go to town with these. You can really...
You can have solid panels, and like you said, you can change the angle. Like I said, you could have, so it works this way. Garden mobiles and wind chimes inspired this.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah, I love the movement. And actually, I've had some of these on my windowsill, and especially the narrower the frames. If you sort of walk into the room, sometimes
they turn and walk with you.
Yeah.
But can we make to sell with these as well?
Yes, of course you can.
Oh, a game changer. So we can make to sell. So you now get all this home after your first flexible payment of £36.98. Then you've got a month. Once you get this home, this will be sent to you after that first £36.98, and then you can start playing. You can start creating. And once you've created, that other payment's not until a month's time. You're going to have so much fun when you get all of these home. And I know, but you were a bit like me, I rummaged through every single sample that I had here, and I know you can't do that, but I can make it slightly easier for you by having a little look at this. Do you want it? You do, don't you? Once now you can see what you can do with them. Because how else would you create cards that look like this? Have you been sitting at home, cutting little bits here, trying to do this here, taking that circle from that die set, that circle from that die set? Now, it's all done for you. All the guesswork has now been taken out of it, and you know every single cut you make, each one of those circles is going to line up time and time again. The backgrounds, you're getting all the stamps in there. You're getting all the dies in there. You are getting so much for your money. You'll even get that 300 GSM cardstock as well. So once you get this home, you can really start playing. Now, I'm going to say it now and get it out of the way. Everything's on extended delivery from the 2nd of March, which is only next week. It's not that far away. So you can really go to town. The details are on your screen at the moment. 151198 is your item number. £36.98 across 2 flexible payments. But let's do the fun bit. Let's have a look at some of the finished samples that we've got. So you can keep them flat if you want to. It's entirely up to you, but they stay flat for postage. So you could post them like that, but when they open them up, this is where the magic really begins. Now remember, this card's this way, but you could also have it this way if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. You get all your sentiments in there. You can age them up. There's something lends them to them, so sort of that vintage, they have got that vintage look about them because that's how they were designed, but it really does lend itself. This big die that you've got around the corner, only using half it and embossing it, it works wonders. But then you could go totally the other way as well. Look at this. You see? They all come in and out. I'm back. I will hand this one to Angela to fix, and then I will hand it back in. But you see, it shows how easily they come apart. So you really can use them. Then we've got beautiful designs like these once again. Absolutely stunning. Once again, you don't need glue. The notches just go straight the way back in. Right. And we're back again, as you can see here. So you can turn them into the steampunk look if you want as well. Add the pipes. Look at that with the cogs on there. It really does lend itself to it. I'm scared to touch it. But look at it. In that small one, yeah, you could pop a tiny photo if you wanted to of a loved one. What a beautiful way to send cards. What a beautiful way for engagements. What a beautiful way to propose to someone. When I propose to my wife that is now, Mrs. Humphreys, I look for things like this. I'm quirky like this. These are the sort of cards that I like. Sort of the cards that get people to look at them. They draw the eye in. It gets people to go, well, who sent you that card? How did they get that? Where did they get that from? Because now you could do this. So you could do it out of all the cards that are in there. It's like a little planet. It's like a solar system. You've also got things like the globes that are here as well. This globe is absolutely stunning, and it's just twisting. I'm drawn to it every single time, and it's just twisting the circle on its side, so you can now get that globe. Look, I am obsessed. I know, I'm obsessed. I want that sample. But then you could go to things like boxes, so you can now make the flowers out of them as well. Don't just think your cards. You really can go to town, and the stamp along the top is one of the circle stamps you're getting. Let me show you what you're actually getting in your packs. I've got beautiful boards here as well. So we're getting all the dies. So we're getting stunning dies. 14 dies in total is what you're getting of all sizes. So you've got the larger one, but then on the inside you could get thicker and thinner if you wanted to as well by using the apertures and the dies that you've already got on there. How do they cut? I hear you cry. Never fear, I am here. You've got the beautiful cuts that you've got as well. So look at what you're getting. Once again, everything has been notched in for you, so you haven't got to worry anymore how it all lines up. From there, you can then get thick and thin, and then you've also got the beautiful sentiments that go all the way around the circles. Now I know what you're thinking, well Adam, I haven't got circle dies, that's going to take me ages to do all that. No, the hard work has been done for you in this. So you have got beautiful backgrounds in there. You're getting beautiful sentiments with the different sizes as well, so you really can go to town. Look at the smallest of details that you're getting on the flowers. The lock, for example. Normally, you would just get the key. With this, you're also getting the locks as well. And then you can get the edges that are in there. Happy birthday with love to put on the smaller sides of the circles. And then you're also getting the stencils. Now these stencils are stunning and work beautifully hand in hand with those beautiful stamps that you're getting, and also with the dies as well. They're big A4 stamps, so you are getting strips in there. You're getting the circles for your backgrounds if you want them on your backgrounds, the fleur-de-lis as well, and the keys. It all mixes and matches. These are some of the stencils that you can currently see at the moment. Look at the detail, so use your texture paste through them. You can really go to town with them as well. And then imagine using it. I use the royal we when I say we. I just stand here. But look at what. So these are your stencils as well that you're getting. But look how beautifully these would work. Just look at that. Maybe the centre of your card. Maybe it's for your mixed media projects as well. These are stunning. Absolutely beautiful. I love this. Absolutely, and I like the lock. But there's so many things I like. But then, normally with that was it, so there's your details on the screen, 151198 is your item number. It gets better. They've also thrown in as well your paper pack as well, your cardstock 300 GSM. Normally we would say paper, not this time. It is card stock that you are getting. We would stand here and you get a beautiful paper pack. You get it home, you think, well, this is lovely paper, but then how do I get the rigidity in there? You have to go out and buy it yourself. Not anymore. The cardstock is here. 300 GSM is your cardstock with the beautiful designs that are in here. I never know the easiest way to do this. Look at that, and it mixes and matches perfectly with what you are getting. There's so many different colours there. The hardest thing to do when you get this home will be picking which is your first card you're going to make and out of what paper you're going to make it out of. It's absolutely stunning. 151198 is your item number, £73.95, or 2 flexible payments at £36.98. The easiest thing to do, this is what you are getting. There is so much that you are getting in there. You get everything that you need. Absolutely everything, from dies to cardstock. You're also getting as well your stencils in there. Once you get these home, what you can create, the possibilities are endless. Right then, we're back at the demonstration area. What are we up to now?
Hello, I'm going to show you a sort of secret hidden extra that you can make with the die set. Don't worry, my demo after this is going to be messy with heat embossing and stenciling, all sorts of fun. So this is the card that I made before.
Okay.
And I cut a frame. So I'm going to cut a solid panel and also show you this little die, which we added to the set, and it's a gift card holder.
Oh.
So, which is just so nice, and I'm going to show you how to make a spinning panel. So you've got a design on one side, you spin it and there's a gift card, but you can also cut it into the inside of any card. So it's just a handy little extra die, but it's just really nice to have. I can see that I've got some waste in one of those.
We are very busy across the board. If you've got anything in your basket, remember it only sits there for 10 minutes before it's popped back on the shelf. The call centre do take preference over this as well. So if it is in your basket and you think, well, it's just gone from my basket, probably the call centre have taken it. For the sheer fact we are very busy across the board, and I don't want you to miss out on this.
So those are the 2 slots. So it's a rectangular die, but it actually only cuts the 2 slots. And again, because you've got that 300 GSM, it's sturdy enough that you can thread a card through. There we go.
This in itself is an amazing little die to have for your gift cards.
do you know, while I'm doing this, just to the left of that lantern card, Adam, there's a little envelope.
These two?
Yeah, just one of, yeah. So Angela Dodson, she, it just blew my mind when she created this. I'm going to do a demo tomorrow with it. So she used these solid panels and folded them. I will show you how to do this tomorrow. And she made, and you can alternate it so it pops in, or you can, there you go. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, look at that.
I just, when you give designers and the design team, you give them products, and it's just amazing to see what they come up with, because you think, I didn't think of that.
Little save the dates that you've got there as well that you can create. It's, yeah, you could do it's a boy, it's a girl, you could do baby showers with these as well. The possibilities are endless, and you could do different sizes within that one size that all fold out and open out if you wanted to as well. And because it's good quality cardstock as well, it's going to hold and it's going to last.
Yep. So I'm just knocking out the waste. So I'm not finding that it sticks to the dies, but because it's such sturdy cardstock, I think it's the depth. You just want to knock that out, but a brush and a sponge comes out in no time. So I've die cut a solid panel here, and I'm going to use this stamping platform again. And this is just to show you a different way of doing it. I'll get that greeting.
So once again, you've got all the notches on the stamps as well.
Yes.
I like this. It doesn't matter how many times you use that one stamp, you'll still go, is this the right way around? Is that the right way around?
Well, when I first tested the stamp set, I was spinning it around because because of the motifs, I wanted it to be even. And I said, I asked Katie, can we just come up with something that makes it so easy that you just know? Okay. And let's remove that.
Once again, I'm loving this cardstock. There's a lot of you going for the cardstock on its own as well. You're going for the big bundle and then adding another cardstock, 20% of the cardstock on its own. Remember, you can go for the whole collection as well. You can split the whole collection up and go for it individually if you want to as well. The cardstock is now currently on the side of the screen. 378290 is your item number, £11.99. Remember, everything is on extended delivery from the 2nd of March.
So my next demo, I'm going to do some gold on this, and it pops.
Now, a quarter of the complete set now has already gone.
I'm going to choose a greeting.
Launch hour.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Quarter of the stock. Details are on the screen, £73.95. We've made that easier as well by splitting it into 2 interest-free flexible payments, £36.98. Remember, if you're a Freedom member, that's a delivered price.
Okay.
We've got people in America watching.
Have we? Hello.
Good morning, or good evening, or good early afternoon. Remember, if you have any questions as well, please do email them in. studio@hochanda.com.
We recently went to America. I went to a lovely show, and I was speaking to crafters, and it didn't even occur to me, but cards over here are huge compared to over there. They mostly make sort of, I think it's slightly different, but A6, which...
What is that, the little...
Yes, see, I know, this is news, isn't it? And they were saying, your cards are absolutely huge. I don't know whether it's because we don't do scrapbook layouts as much, but yeah, it was, and it's also to do with postage, but I was amazed at, they were just shocked. And also the die cutting machines, they hadn't seen a die cutting machine. So I've just done this, I'm chatting away, having a nice time, and not telling people
this
what
is
they're
what we do. This is what you crafters do.
Having
you love
a nice
good gossip.
time, I know. So these are the 2 slots, and I've just lifted them slightly, don't lift them up too much. And I've got a gift card, and I'm just going to slot it across. I'm
going to ask the obvious question.
Yes.
Why wouldn't we lift them up too much?
Well, if you lifted it right up and bent it backwards, it wouldn't grip it.
It wouldn't hold it. Okay.
So I've designed it so that it's this, so you can go like this, and it's not going to come out.
If you want to use it as a frisbee, maybe send it across the room.
Wow, you could do that.
So if you wanted to, then you could put this into. Oh, you could. You could put this into a card as well.
So that is what I'm going to do. And my tip, if you're doing this sort of thing, so I've just covered the back with another one of the doilies, is I've been using gems, you know, the slots.
Oh, to cover the slots.
Just to cover the slots, and it looks part of the design, and you can ink that up as well. So that same card that I made the frames from.
Oh, look at this.
I needed to ink
now.
those edges, but you know, you get the idea. So just for you, and then it spins around and there's a gift card. Shall I hold it up? It might be better.
Look at that. So you've got just for you, and then you can turn it, and then you've got the gift card on the back as well. And that was from the same card where that was the centre as well. So you can now mix and match. There is so many things you can do with these.
I haven't ran out of ideas so far. I've got a long list of things I want to try, I just haven't quite got around to it.
So I'm now thinking like other occasions. So you've got like Mothering Sunday coming up. I know we've just had Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day would have been beautiful. Maybe have a little poem on the front and then your message on the back of the card if you wanted it to.
So nice. And you could also, you could have the frames at the front, and then you could have cut the gift card from here. So that would, you know, be it.
So then that was fit.
So yeah, so you can do it that way as well.
You see? So this takes your crafting to the next level. So no more do you have to go and buy your little gift cards. You get the die in there to create with the set that you've got going as well. So you can make, the possibilities are endless, aren't they,
They do come with quite boring cards, really. So, and you can make more of a present of it, especially if you do the envelope, like Angela did here. Because it makes, so you give someone a gift card, it's a little bit plain. It's nice to get them, but not always to give them. You think,
Yeah,
oh, it doesn't look like much. So you something like this, nice bit of ribbon. It looks like a gift.
That is a nice gift as well, and it likes you spent time with it as well. There is so much you can do. The easiest thing to do now is jump to the website or tap the app. It's the best place to go. We are very busy across the board. So you've got lots of people that are going for the dies, twisting dies on their own. Maybe your budget doesn't stretch. There's me talking about the big budgets, the big £73, 95 pence, 2 flexible payments of £35 and a few pennies. Maybe your budget doesn't go that far. Maybe it really doesn't. So maybe you just want the dies on their own. You're going to use your own cardstock. It's entirely up to you. Don't let me poke your prod in ways you don't want to be poked or prods. Let me chop your way. If you just want the dies and you want the card, you can go for the card separately if you want as well. Everything I talk about, you can go for separates as well. Okay, so maybe you want the complete collection for yourself and you're thinking, oh, I think the next door or my craft group might like that. You can also get a second set as well. Maybe you're going for the larger group and you want extra papers. It's entirely up to you. You want a second set of the stencils, a second set of the stamps. The choice is yours. Maybe you even want to become a Freedom member and then it's a delivered prize to your door. This can all be possible. We can make this happen for you today. The details are changing on the screen for the large bundle that you're about to see. This large bundle is amazing. You're getting so much for your money. You are getting the cardstock that's on there, 24 double-sided A4 gradient sheets. You're getting 8 designs at 300 GSM. You're getting those beautiful dies in there as well. You're getting a beautiful set of stamps, and you're also getting the stencils that all mix and match perfectly. But don't just think cards. What I also want you to think as well with the stencils, you can also go for your home decor. How beautiful does this look from using your stencils, and you've got it all the way around the edge as well. So now you're moving into the projects of mixed media. It really is. Take a simple box that would have looked like that to turn it into this is beautiful. Remember, if you're going to the live, the big craft shows that we've got coming up, you can make to sell. We asked the question earlier. You can make and sell your design. So maybe you make a lot of card blanks and then you keep the centres and you just make different combinations of the centres, and they can pick and mix and make your own card, as it were. £36.98 across 2 flexible payments. 151198 is your item number today. But then, the designs. Maybe you're thinking, congratulations, how the cards that we've got out there at the moment, yes, they're lovely, they're plain, they're simple, but you can do different sizes. So you can now use the smaller sizes if you want to. You can customize them to the smaller cards as well. So maybe you just want a little dinky card, a little invitation, a little summer garden party that you're about to throw. How nice would this be? A card for maybe a newborn baby. But you've got newborn babies, boys and girls, but you could also have 2 in there if you wanted to. You could have twin. Yes, Jimmy, if you're having twins, you could have both names, name reveals if you want. But you could have gift cards along the bottom and happy birthday along the top. I am drawn to I am so drawn to these cards. I love these globes. There's something about this globe. There is so much you can do with them. I like the way just simply twisting them, you can change it automatically. £36 across 2 flexible payments. What else have we got here? Wedding invitations. Normally, look at that for a wedding invitation. Imagine what you can cut it out of as well. Yeah, you are invited to, and then all the details are on there. And they could take these out and use them for other things if they wanted to. Maybe you want to change the card as you go. The choice and the possibilities are endless because they simply pop out. One more. This is beautiful. Little dinky card. Look at that. They go flat and then you can turn them into beautiful, stunning cards. £73.95, 2 flexible payments if you want them to. £36.98. This is going to pop onto your doorstep. It'll be dispatched from the 2nd of March. So sometime that week, this will pop onto your doorstep. A third of the stock. A third of the stock now has already gone. We are very, very busy. Remember, this is your brand new one-day special. It's Monday evening, and when this pops on your mat, you're going to lose all days of the week because there is so much that you can create. I was just commenting how good you are.
Oh,
you're amazing
at what you do.
You're absolutely amazing at what you do. I've been watching, and you put them little videos up all week, and I'll be like, oh, I've got that show. I've got them Globe shows. I can't wait.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
I took my little one to school the other day, and the video pops up on Facebook. I was like, I've got that show. I
How
can't
old
wait.
are they?
She's only 3.
Oh, I've got a 3-year-old.
Going on 93. Do you want to? You can have her if you want.
Oh, I love it. It's a lovely age.
Well, no, it is a lovely age, but you know, sometimes when she rules the roost and it's my house, you know, them sort of things.
So I'm going to show you how to make this dreamy card. I'm going to open it now. This has blown my mind. This is just a gatefold card.
Oh, it's not just a gatefold. Come on, you've dumbed that down a bit.
A gatefold card, they've been around for ages, but putting this in the back, you open it up, it's almost like a secret reveal and mirrors. I know, it's just so nice. So I'll get my angles. I'm going to show you how to make that.
Yes, please do.
I'm going to do it in 2 parts. So the first bit is great because I'm going to use the stencils.
So here we go with the brand new stencils. So is this the first time you've dabbled in stencils?
So it is. A couple of months ago I started using them, and I first started with an ink blending tool, just one of these, and that was fine. And then I tried some sprays and texture paste. Oh my goodness, the dimension in texture paste, so good. And now, literally Saturday, I worked out how to do heat embossing with stencils, and I actually Googled how do you stop static.
Static bag.
Well, I know about the static bag, and I was rubbing the card and I was stenciling the design, but it's the stencil itself, because it's plastic. It was making it set. So, if any of you have tried it and it didn't quite work out, you need to really rub the back of your stencil with the anti-static pad. This is a new one. It's actually.
Other search engines are available, by the way.
Magic. Yes.
Just
right.
to cover us.
Thank you. So I'm going to use a blending tool. Now you can use the ink pad directly as well, but I've had best results. It might be because this is quite an intricate design. It might be that some people that use the pad directly.
Do you tape down? Do you?
No.
Oh no.
I just go for it.
You go rogue.
I know.
Straight in.
I know. Well, do you know what? You've got a sample there that I've actually tried with. That's acrylic, the gold acrylic. Can you see the different? So that is lovely. It's not quite as glossy, but look.
Look at that.
So that was a stencil brush and gold acrylic paint. But again, honestly, any metallic at the moment, I haven't found a metallic yet that hasn't looked nice on that card.
It works wonders with the card as well. It does. It lends itself these mandala sort of shapes with the card.
Absolutely, and also because of the nature of the design, if there are some areas that you don't quite ink up correctly, or it actually looks like antique, like almost like an artifact in the metallics.
Remember, you can buy the stencils individually if you want, but if you go for the complete collection, you're getting both the stencils. But I can see these on furniture. These would lend themselves to furniture. Because you've got the borders in there as well. On the other stencil that we've got, you've also got that beautiful border that runs down. And because you could continue it yourself, it's entirely up to you how you continue it. But obviously, you just miss out the bottom row, and you can go there. But you could go around the edge of a table if you wanted to, or I can only speak from my own experience. For my little girl's room, we're all pink at the moment because she wanted a pink wall. But these in sort of the big blocks of pink would work wonderfully because you could put them on the wall if you wanted to as well.
That would be so nice. So this is, I'm using gold embossing powder. This is Wow Metallic Gold. And I'm just going to literally just douse this. It's difficult to get an angle where you can see it. There we go.
And then the magic.
Yes.
Right, do you want me to pour it back?
Yes. I also seem to have had the fibre from my anti-static pad.
We can get that out.
Thank you.
It's all right. It's what I mean. I'm like a public service, I am.
I don't know. I've got more on my. I think I've got more on my thumb in some of the areas. But do you know what? I'm going to leave this. There's a bit that I could pour the powder back over right there, but I'm not going to, because I stand by what I said. It doesn't matter if there are some areas, because it's such a. It looks almost a bit random. You'll be amazing what you can get away with.
But who would have thought you've just put an entire, maybe it's just me, but you've put a stencil over the entire time. It literally looks like you've done one half of the card, then you've had to go move your stencil and do the other half. Remember, that's one large stencil, A4 stencil is what you're getting, and you can just use the outer edge or the inner circle if you wanted to as well.
I've been using it as background, and because we mostly, as a brand, it's like a sort of mixed media venture, but we mostly focus on cards. There are some smaller designs, stencils within the pack, and they're great for decorating your spinning panels. So if you just want a hint of a pattern or something like that, that's great.
Look at this coming together though, it is beautiful.
Do you see what I mean about the metallics over those misty colours? Ink blending is so big at the moment, and I do ink these edges as well, and I might boost the colours sometimes, or I might give them an aged look. There we go. But you don't have to do any ink blending with them because it's ready, and I just love the look.
Look at that.
So nice. Okay, I'm going to do some stamping now.
You do some stamping. We've also, the world's running a Facebook competition as well. We have a winner. We have got a winner now. It is Coletta Cooper. Coletta Cooper, congratulations. The goodies are on their way. What a set of goodies you've won. You
did well. I've never seen so many entries for one of our Hochanda Facebook competition. No, it's very popular.
It's because you're good at what you do. That's fine.
Stop it.
You are. I'm just going to put it out there. Good.
So, this is the corner stamp. I should pull the stamps over, really. Actually, we've got a less inky version. Those are my working stamps.
Look at all them stamps. There is so many in there. You're getting 34 stamps. So this is the one we're using at the moment. This one just down in the corner here. But you have, I've never seen an A4 stamp sheet so full. There is not a single space.
I haven't. I think it's the most we've ever included.
There is loads on there. From little locks. You don't normally see the lock. You normally see the key, but you don't normally see the lock that goes with the key as well. And you've got 2 of them on there if you wanted to infill it.
I'm going to use lots of those in a demo soon. And there's a little chain as well that Katie included. It's a little dotted line just there.
Oh, yeah.
And I used that to make it look like the locks are hanging. And also, I used it. There's one of the cards that you keep being drawn to.
The globe?
Well, it's the one that spins in all kinds of directions. I used that little chain, that 3-dimensional one.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
It's right where I stand.
Yeah, so that...
right where I stand.
The chain
yeah,
I used to extend one of the flourishes and create a different border.
I love this card. Look at that. And what I like about this card set, because I know we do a lot of dies here on the show, but this, it does lend itself to male and female.
Yes.
You could, with quite easily, the change of a colour, the change of the card that you are getting in there, just a simple colour. It could be exactly the same card that you create, but that card stock that you're getting, the 300 GSM, you change the colour maybe to the blue.
So the teals and the blues, and the teal and copper. That is amazing. I'm really enjoying that combination. You're right.
It is. It uses a simple. It might be exactly the same card, but look at the colourways you're getting here. 40% of the card on its own. 40% of the card now on its own has already gone. Sold out. So 40% has already gone here.
I'm really not surprised because I wanted to mention it because it is frustrating. I buy online as well, and sometimes you get something and you think, oh, I have to pay for postage again, and or go back and order some again. I thought they're gonna want more.
No, this is the perk of becoming a Freedom member. If you're a Freedom member, you don't pay P&P. You can keep coming back as many times as you want. You haven't got to pay postage and packaging.
That's fantastic.
And that's worldwide.
Worldwide?
So if you're in America, if you're in Europe and you're a Freedom member, we have got an American audience this evening as well. We know you're there. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. We can see you there. I don't know where they are though. I don't know if it's morning or evening. If you're watching in America, email me, studio@hochanda.com. Let me know where you are. Are you having your breakfast? Are you having your dinner? Look at this.
So I had some glue on my fingers, but I think it's fine. Almost ran out of powder there. Let's get some more on the bottom. So this takes a little bit of time, and it was a bit repetitive because I was using the same stamp. But the reason I like this idea, it looks like a mirror, doesn't it? So you're opening the panels of a mirror, and because you've got the misty paintbrush, so handy if you get any sort of loose bits of embossing powder, and fix it before you heat it.
It reminds me of the theatre.
Yes.
It reminds me very much of Phantom of the Opera. That sort of, you know, that the royal other theatre shows are available. Cats, Moulin Rouge. It reminds me of that sort of the regalness that you get into a theatre. That's why I love the theatre, but it does remind me of the ornateity of a theatre.
So there's a lovely flourish, and so there's the flourish, and then you've also got this one here that would work really well with this technique. The gatefold cards are just so easy.
Also for your scrapbooking and your journaling though.
Oh, yes.
These would work wonders for you. Maybe you just want to add a different element to your scrapbook. And you want, as you lift the page, you want that thing to spin around. You want that little gift card, that little memory token, that train ticket for that first trip to go and see that loved one or to go and see grandma or granddad. You could put that in your books as well, in your journalism as well. It's well worth giving it a go.
Photos as well. I've got an example actually for another demo, which I'll dig out, but that's really nice with them.
To put your little photos in.
So you can spin it and have a photo.
I see another possibility. Oh. Do you want me to do numbers?
I am going to leave this here and I'll show you what to do with it in a minute.
To be continued, as it were, in the second hour. So we'll continue that demo in the second hour because I'm getting close to the top of the hour now. Jump to the website. It's the quickest and the easiest thing to do. We're very, very busy. Tap the app, jump to the website, give this call centre a call. They are there. They will take your calls and just say, I would like everything. Everything that man is talking about, I want it all. For the sheer fact, we are very busy across the board. Very busy. I know you say, you'll probably email me this evening going, Adam, you always say we're very busy. I don't say it unless we are. For the sheer fact, we're not allowed. And we are very busy across the board, across the complete set. as well. Remember, you got the Flexi Buy on the complete set as well, which does spread the costs for you. Over a third of the stock now for the complete set has now already gone. Over a third, £73.95. Let's go through what you're getting. So, you are getting... Where do you want to start, Jim? We're starting with the stencil. So this is one stencil out of two. So you get that beautiful large A4 stencil that's in there as well, with that beautiful sort of garland along the bottom, as it were, and with sort of the fleur-de-lis that is on there. And then you also get your second stencil that's in there. So you get that beautiful key with sort of the peacock feather dangling from behind. You also get the lock that's in there, and that continuous border. If you wanted it to come continuous, you can also make it continuous as well. It's entirely up to you. And then we've got stamps. Stamps everywhere. These stamps fit perfectly with your dies. Oh, you've got backgrounds in there, you've got sentiments in there, you've got keys in there and locks in there. You've also got the circles in there with the sentiments on as well, and they will help you create beautiful cards. But what are you going to create these beautiful cards with? I hear you cry. Hold your horses, Brenda. You get the dies as well. We are getting the dies. Once you've got the dies in there, the world is your oyster. Remember, you can make those gift cards as well. You've also got the apertures, so you can now change the sizes of the dies that you are getting. And then you get your cardstock. 300 GSM. 24 double-sided sheets in A4 from different gradients, and the colours move swiftly into each other. The hardest thing to do will be to pick which card stock you are about to use, because you can go mammoth if you wanted to. Look at Sandra's. Oh, she's had a field day. Look at that. Look at that for a car. That is beauty. That is a mantelpiece. That's centre of mantelpiece, that is. Sandra's excelled herself. That is something you'd go, well, where'd you get that from? Who made you that? Because that is just a wow. You could have a gift card on one side, you could have a sentiment on the other, a little poem if you wanted as well. It's entirely up to you. The details are on the screen now. 151198 is your item number. £73.95. Remember, we are staying live for the second hour as well. I hope you can join us for the second hour. Andy will show us the second half of the demo that's to be continued as well. Don't go anywhere. You've got it on Flexi Buy as well. Remember, you are watching Hochanda. We have a one-day special every single day. Let's have a little look at what you're getting for your one-day special. You're getting so much in there. Flexi Buy option. Details are at the top of the screen.